Hi, I'm Valerie Matyas and welcome to this video tutorial from Next Step Press. In today's video tutorial, we're going to be talking about book tabs. I printed mine on cardstock. It's a little bit thicker. You wouldn't have to do that. You will need some scissors and you're going to need some a glue stick. You could also grab some packaging tape. Packaging tape is a poor man's laminator, so it's just going to give your tabs a little extra boost of security and structure. So if you have never seen this, don't know what this is for or how this works, this video tutorial is for you, and we're going to go ahead and get started, and I can't wait. So remember, grab your scissors, grab your glue stick, and if you're feeling super fancy, grab your packaging tape, and we're going to get started. When you get to the cutting part, the easiest way to cut something out is to go ahead and go all the way around this outside. I know that I'm going to do first is I know that I actually want to start in the back, and the last one is We Will Rise. Now they're not in order necessarily because of the way that, I don't know, the way that the program worked out.
Actually, I would go ahead and cut all of that strip. Cut that unique shape on this side. Okay, and then the way that this is going to work is eventually it's going to be folded in half. And that's how that works, is you stick that into your book where you want it to go. So here's a book that has no tabs in it, right? And I would go to the very last page where We Will Rise starts. It starts on page number 117. And this is the part that I got to make sure that you guys can see, because this is the actual tutorial part. This is what we've all been eagerly waiting for. And the idea is that this tab is going to be put right here. And you're going to kind of line it up so that the end is here. And the way you go about that is really up to you, but the easiest way, I think, is to go ahead and give yourself a nice little crease to start out with. And then we're going to put glue from the glue stick right in the back. And I'm going to be using this glue stick that is kind of purple. That way you could just see it. The purple all dries clear, but at least you can see where I'm putting glue. And it's okay if it's a little bit extra messy. And then I'm going to line this up. This part's kind of important where you don't want to go too far over. You have a little bit of adjustment time right there. And you're pinching, kind of squeezing there, but that's how it's going to go. That's what it's going to look like. And it's actually the next one that's probably the most important to show how it works, because then you understand how they lay in there. But I would start from the bottom and I would work my way up. So I know that the next one is, I know that my Redeemer lives. And so I'm going to find that over here. It's this pink one. My actual book. This is my example book that you get to see. So I kind of see how it will work, like if I layer them in, how far apart I should put them. So this is my other book. So this guy went in here, and then I know that my Redeemer lives. It's about at the halfway point. And if you do each of them at about the halfway point, then you get where you want to go towards the end. So let's go ahead and put this next one in. So then you're going to take your next one, your I know that my Redeemer lives, and you can go ahead and fold it in half again, right? I find that if you give it that little pinch, then once the glue's on there, it kind of remembers that it's going to be pinched. So I would add my glue again. And you're looking at the halfway mark. So about halfway. Maybe you can see the we will. So that when they overlap, and that's what you do all the way up is kind of that halfway point. Now I want to show you what to do with that poor man's laminating tape, right? Poor man's laminating is packaging tape. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece that is, maybe the length of your thumb. So if you think about maybe the length of your thumb, that would give you a good spot to be. I'm going to cut it. See if we can cut it in such a way that it doesn't fold in on itself. And then again, I think it's easiest to start from the back. So I've got my packaging tape. It's about the length of my thumb. And I'm going to put it on this We Will Rise. It's going to come up. And then I'm going to fold it back on itself. Kind of right there. And I'm going to pinch it. And then that makes it just a little bit more secure, so that if it gets banged up against things, it's not a total loss. I'm going to go ahead and do that with I know that my Redeemer. Kind of line it up, lifting it up, flipping it around. That one got a little bit tighter, but that's okay. There are no rules. Okay, now if you really want to clean it up, if you want it to look a little tighter, you can take your scissors and you can go in here, and now you're cutting the tape, but you're leaving a little bit of an edge because you want the tape to still be able to stick to itself. See how it's working there? I'm kind of cutting around. That's the gist of it. I'll go ahead and do this one as well. So you're kind of coming up. You're following the line. And again, you want to leave some tape behind because you don't want to get right at the tab. Oh, that'll be good. So anyway, that's what you're looking at. And eventually, when you get them all in, this dust, stricken, smitten, and afflicted, the dignity of the cross, when I survey the wondrous cross, and on up they go. That's kind of that.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. This video tutorial was made possible in part by the generous support of Next Step patrons like you. Patrons make it possible. Support a Next Step by becoming a patron today. Visit patreon.com/Find My Next Step.